probably just bad push-to-talk timing.
Probably. Alright, I gotta navigate through all these open tabs. Make sure I'm not capturing my cursor because that's annoying as heck. Alright, let's go. Ah, Master Slime. Will you be venturing forth today? Do make sure to take care of so. Though they say the star shower was harmless, one can never be too careful. But I concede it is not for me to tell the warrior of darkness to how to look after himself. Old habits, you understand. Ah, Green, how very opportune. Who is this? Moran. Greetings, my friend. Do you perchance have a moment to spare? Wonderful, wonderful. I wanted to thank you, you see, for revealing to us the truth of the Warriors of Light. After all these years, your tale set the record straight. Finally, the people see them as the great heroes they were. Or the great hero he is in the case of Albert. You too were surprised to see him, I think? Yeah, he died. Well, died again. At the time, I was not certain what to make of it all, but I could see the effect that his words had on those around me. The stars rained down from the sky and, well, you know the rest. When the commotion died down, you were nowhere to be seen, but I was determined to express my gratitude, and so here I am. Thank you, Green, for giving voice to the truth and restoring the Warriors of Light to their rightful place in history. Should you perhaps wish to have your account of these matters committed to writing, I would be more than willing to serve as your scribe. Indeed, if there's anything I can do to help, anything at all, you need only say the word. Yeah, can you help me look up vague historical references? What can you tell me about the Warriors of Light? I beg your pardon, you wish to ask me about the Warriors of Light? Forgive me, but I dare say you already know more about them than any living soul, save for Albert himself, of course. Unless you refer to the Warriors of Light more broadly. Yes, that is definitely what I meant. If so, I may be able to assist you in some small way. Excellent. I shall return to the cabinet at once and look up the relevant texts. Pray, join me at your earliest convenience. Ah, librarians, what will we do without you? No rest for the righteous, it would seem. Nope. Do not let me keep you, sir. I bid you a pleasant day. Ah, Cream, excellent timing. I have at this moment finished gathering the materials for our lesson. As a great many works make reference to the Warriors of Light, I shall, with your permission, focus only upon the details that seem most relevant. The Warriors of Light, you say? Forgive us, but we couldn't help overhearing. We've been out keeping watch over the Crystarium, but it appears to be business as usual. So I thought I'd spend some time brushing up my knowledge of familiars, and Alphinaud volunteered to help. I actually came on a different errand, but I'd be interested in hearing about the Warriors of Light as well. May I join you? Yes, because clearly I'm not going to be able to take notes all by myself. Because I'm probably going to forget about them later. Of course, of course. The more the merrier. If you would care to find a table below, I shall be down with the books in a moment. Were one to pore over the annals of Rantic history, one would note the comparatively frequent reoccurrence of individuals hailed as Warriors of Light. Ardbert and his comrades require no introduction, but many others bore the epithet long before them. To name but a few, there was Tolderwill, the legendary Fist King of Lakeland, Rodford and Saulard, the fabled the Dran and Galgant duo of Voibert, and no list of Rantic heroes would be complete without the Archmage Tiuna of Ronka. In older texts, she too was called a Warrior of Light. It did surprise me how many people were to forget the negative associations of the title, but it makes sense if it's been around for centuries. Verily, in ages past, it was simply a synonym. Words. How do I word today? It was simply a synonym for hero. In the wake of the flood, however, light came to be regarded with fear. The title used not to exalt, but to revile. A far cry from its beginnings. This, my friends, is Norvrant's oldest epic, the original tale of the struggle between good and evil. In a time when all lay shrouded in darkness, a prophesied hero rose to deliver the world from its doom. Fighting in the name of the light, the hero styled himself as its foot soldier, and thus did he come to be known as the Warrior of Light. Hey, I have a triple triad card just like that. Curiously, in the centuries that followed, other heroes appeared who claimed the self-same epithet, despite sharing no discernible connection with their predecessors. And in time, Warrior of the Light came to be a name accorded to all men and women of uncommon skill and valor. Well, the plot thickens. As you know, the title Warrior of Light is also used in the source. Though the manners in which individuals have earned it are many and varied, heroes have been honored thus since antiquity. Nor does the custom show any sign of dying out, as well as you can attest. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? It surely can't be a coincidence. Indeed not. Let us imagine a man who has awakened to the echo and is able to hear Heidelin's voice. As she styles him, so too does he style himself, a Warrior of Light. Of course, being blessed with the echo does not in itself make one a hero, and conversely, there will have been no few heroes who were not blessed with it. But such distinctions are immaterial to the masses, and over time they became to use the title warrior of light and the word hero interchangeably. Sounds about right. It'll be interesting to see if the theory holds true in the other worlds, if crossing the rift were that easy. What's in the name? Doesn't change anything. Well, I think a name can mean a lot. And I imagine it would be terrible to have people call you something which didn't feel right. At any rate, assuming all this is true, and there's a common thread behind the epithet, I doubt the Asians will have been amused. To have the world at large associate light, and by extension Hydaelyn, with good, must have added insult to injury. Meanwhile, Morin just wondering, what the hell are these people talking about?
Yep.
While this discussion is undeniably fascinating, I wonder, should I be privy to it? Maybe it would be better if I excuse myself. Oh, no need for that, my friend. Pray accept our apologies. Your lesson on the Warrior of Light has given us much to ponder. Ooh, did someone say Warriors of Light? Ah! Ricky Tio, are you alright? Ah, my precious tomes. Did I not say you must take care in the cabinet? You too, Arkil. Airwill. We're sorry, Master Morin. Aren't you... the Warrior of Darkness? My name's Ricky Tio, and I want to help everyone. Please, tell me what I have to do to be a hero, to be a warrior of light. Well, first you take a sword here. So, I want to be a warrior of light, but not one that fights with a sword and all that. Oh, never mind then. No, I want to be the kind that fights with potions and heals people, an apothecary. And I'm going to help everyone in the Crystarium, no, in all of Norrant. When I told Arkil and Airwell this, he said that the cabinet should have lots of tomes about potions. But this place is so big and we don't have the faintest idea where to begin searching. At this rate, I'm not going to get anywhere. If one knew where to look, one should indeed be able to find treatises on potions here. Even so, I fear they may prove a little difficult for one so young, but You seem Warrior of Darkness. Perhaps you might accompany young Ricky Tio to Spagyrix. Rather than through tomes, I believe she stands to learn more by observing the Kyurgens at their work. Sounds like a plan. It seems we finished here, so we'll come with you. Last one to Spagyrix is a rotten egg. All of you know I'm really fast. You're gonna be the rotten egg. Oh well, looks like Kier is the rotten egg.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting a warrior of light that fights with a paintbrush next. Well now, to what do I owe the pleasure of so many bright-eyed visitors? They want to learn how to make drugs, ma'am. Is that the way of it, sweetie? You wish to learn about medicine? That's right. I want to become a warrior of light who uses potions to help people all over the world. Well, that is a very noble endeavor. And you aren't alone in it. No few at our infirmary yearn to venture forth as warriors of light. But ultimately, they have all decided not to pursue that dream. Huh? Why? Because the people here need them too, sweetie. The guards who place themselves in harm's way to keep us safe. The artisans who toil tirelessly that we might sustain our way of life. And younglings like you, who are the future of the Crystarium. They couldn't simply abandon them, you see. And so, difficult though it was, they made a decision to remain. Then, does this mean my dream isn't any good? Oh, sweetie, yours is a wonderful dream, and it would be my pleasure to help you pursue it. If we all work hard, the day will come when our Kyurgens may set forth to aid folk in every corner of the realm. As we strive towards that day, I hope that we can rely upon you as well. Though I must warn you, ours is not an easy path. No, you must work very, very hard. I'm not afraid of hard work. I'll become the best apothecary ever. Just you watch. That's the spirit. Without further ado then, may I entrust you with the task? I have placed an order at XIV for a potion ingredient, and I would like you to go and collect it. Oh god, they're starting her off with side quests. Fetch quests. Ooh, an ingredient.
True adventurers.
Yep. Leave it to me, miss. My, such an abundance of energy. Though I can't help wonder if she'll be alright by herself. My apologies, but would you mind accompanying her? When you arrive at XIV, speak with a woman named Grassine, and she will point you in the right direction. I shall join you as the one who suggested this course to Rikitio. I would assist her in her first steps. And what about the two of you? Are you coming along too? Well, we do want to become warriors of light, just not the same kind as Riki. So I'll wait for you here, warrior of darkness. When you return, please teach us how to fight. In that case, Reen and I shall keep them company and take the opportunity to ask about their aspirations. Have you considered blue magic, kids?
Oh no.
It only results in minimal fatalities. Alright, where are we going next? XIV. That's a long walk. Yeah, I can't wait for voice casting to start appearing again, so Kier has to catch up with me.
Heh. Will happen, no doubt.
I'm sorry?
They will happen, no doubt.
Oh, definitely. If it isn't the Warrior of Darkness himself, may I assume you are with Master Alphino? Right, lest you wonder, Chesamil's orders for grapes. As busy as we have been of late, however, I regret to say we didn't have the time to harvest them. So it was with apologies that I asked Master Alphino and his young companion to help themselves to the fruits of the vines. Perhaps you could lend them a hand? It's the undersized grapes you'll want to pick. They're too small for normal consumption, but suitable for making wine and medicine. Ah, so these are the notorious low-poly grapes.
Yeah, they're basically just cones.
They are.
They're like strawberry-shaped, low-poly strawberries with the wrong texture.
God, just look at them. Oh, you're here too? We're picking little grapes. It's quite fun. Undersized grapes. Though too small for normal consumption, these grapes are suitable for making wine and medicine. Wow, you picked this many already? Amazing! I dare say we have enough between us. Shall we take them back to Chesamil? I can't wait to see what she's gonna do with them. Probably make alcohol out of them.
Heh.
Tell me, Riki, what made you want to become an apothecary and warrior of light? Why? Well, a while ago, I felt sick. Really sick. My body was burning up and I felt so weak I couldn't even get out of bed. Then a traveling apothecary came and gave me a potion to drink. It was the foulest thing I've ever tasted, but it made me get better. She was so brave. The apothecary, I mean. She went around taking care of people even when it was dangerous. And I decided I want to help people, just like her. So I started brewing potions out of grass and giving them to my friends, but I didn't really know what I was doing. Or if there was anything else I could do. And not long ago, a neighbor told me he was going to become a warrior of light and go traveling the world helping people. And I thought, that's the same as what I want to do. I see. And out of curiosity, what did your neighbor do in the end? Thaler? I haven't seen him for a bit, so he must already be out there looking for people to help. Thaler, one of the gods awakened by the star shower. Thank you for sharing your tale with us, Rikitio. I myself took inspiration from one not unlike your traveling apothecary, and I hope her good example will spur you on to realize your dreams. But it will not be done in a day. Such lofty goals are reached through hard work and persistence, through countless little acts of heroism, like delivering the grapes to Chesamil. It would seem I have been laboring under a misapprehension. I had convinced myself that it was Elidibus who had sowed the desire to become warriors of light within the hearts of the people. But I see now that the impulse to aid their fellow man abided within them from the first. Elidibus did no more than give it a name. And as he so kindly proclaimed, we must return to our own world ere long. With the Exarch laboring tirelessly, I doubt not but that a way will be found. Yet I believe I speak for all of us when I say I cannot leave in a good conscience, not until we have dealt with Elidibus. This is no longer a strange and distant land after all. Norvrand has become as a home to us, and a people our own. Let us return to Spagyrix. It wouldn't do to keep your admirers waiting. Like, as long as no one expects me to teach these kids how I was taught how to be a Dark Knight. By using trauma.
How else are you gonna get such a nice origin story?
Yeah, that's a good point. Every adventurer needs a traumatic backstory. Like Batman.
Heh. We'll just go kill their parent.
Oh no.
I mean, we are the warrior of darkness.
Well, maybe we can turn them into Mayol then, Kier.
Oh, damn it.
And then insist that they're peaches.
Because they are?
No, they're not.
You know that I'm right.
You are clearly not.
No, clearly am. I'm always right.
Unless if that's not right. My thanks for your kind help, sweetie. We now have all the ingredients we require. From the grapes we shall make a vinegar, to which we will add elf grass and a few other herbs to produce an invigorating syrup. Though it's unspeakably sour, does wonders for the constitution. As part of our studies, I may just have to give Ricky Tio a little taste. Warrior of Darkness, if you finish helping Riki, won't you show us some fighting? Not play fighting, but honest to God's fighting? We already have some enemies you can deal with. Vampire bats! The gods say they become a pest around the Crystarium of late. We tried to sneak outside to hunt them, but the gods caught us and sent us home. But they shouldn't mind if you were doing the fighting and we were just watching. The children told us as much while you were away. And in preparation, Chesamel kindly furnished us with some lures for the bats. While the creatures won't give you any sport, bear in mind that the younglings will be watching. That is to say, another good show, yes? Right. Let's head outside at once, everyone. Follow me. Alice, we're just a... Come on then, children, said the child to another. I mean, if they want to show, I'll use blue magic if the game would let me.
You can't cheat the game.
Ugh. It's a legitimate method of playstyle, Kira.
It's OP as fucking, you know? And therefore cheating.
Okay, maybe. But maybe you should get into it, huh?
I don't like cheating.
Ugh. Everyone's here. Good. Let's get started, shall we? As the name suggests, vampire bats feed on blood. And originally being nocturnal creatures, they've grown more active with the return of night and become a nuisance. To draw them out, we'll use Chesamel's lures, which work by exploiting their heat-seeking behavior. The bats are wont to rest Bats are wont to nest under the eaves, so you would like to attract more if you place the lures near buildings. I have here 6 lures, 3 for each of you and me. As proof of a successful kill, I want you to gather up their fangs. Whoever collects the most is the winner. Oh, you're hunting too? Wait, yes! Well, there's nothing like a friendly competition to bring out the best in green. Anyway, while we hunt the bats, the 2 of you ought to stay with Reen. She's really strong too, and will keep you safe. Without further ado then, let the contest begin. Oh,
Are we doing
that's...
these in the same spot?
I'm sorry?
You gonna do these in the same spots?
I guess, sure, why not? Also, I turned you up to 100%. Say something.
Something!
Say again.
Again.
Maybe 95%. That should be good enough. Heat lure, filled with an alchemical mixture that gives off a balmy heat. This pouch provides portable source of warmth and is instantly ideal for alluring vampire bats. Well fought, Green. The children were hanging on your every move. As was I, to be honest. Though I know the tally, may I see your fangs for a good measure? Apologies for the wait. My fangs. Not a bad haul, even if I do say so myself. 5, 6, 7. 7 fangs from Alice. Which means that victory goes to Alice. Green collected 4. I did it! I bested Green. Another goddamn lie! You didn't even try, did you? And there I was taking it seriously. Spare me a pity next time, will you? Oh, maybe we should have placed it near buildings like they said to get more bats. Oops. So, children, now you've seen the Warrior of Darkness in action, what are your impressions? He's incredible, miss. The bats were down before they knew it. Our gods are strong, but the Warrior of Darkness is much, much stronger. We want to be just like him. Good. If you're looking for an example to emulate, you may as well pick the best. I want you to remember how you felt when you watched Green, and train hard. Keep at it for long enough and you'll be strong too. If you don't mind telling us, when did you decide that you wanted to become Warriors of Light? Well, we were there listening with everyone when Ogbert appeared, but I wanted to be strong since before I came to the Crystarium. The Sin Eaters killed my father and my sister, see? And I promised myself I'd learn how to protect people one day. Like Ogbert said, this is our home. We're the ones who have to protect it. We're the ones who have to rise up as new Warriors of Light. And what about you, Arkil? Me? To be honest, I'm still not sure what I want to do. But if my friends were in trouble, I know that I would want to help them. And I want to go on adventures with them, to see the world together. That's a wonderful goal. You really think so? It's hard to explain, but it's something I felt when I saw the star shower the other day. I feel as though there was something I'd lost, and that I had to go out there and find it. Well, for the both of you, there's nothing for it but to train. When we return to the city, I'll teach you some exercises you can do by yourselves. Thanks for showing us your fighting skills, Warrior of Darkness. We'll never forget it. I understand how Arkil feels. The star shower didn't awaken me to Heidelin's voice, but that vision of the final days, of Amaroth burning, it filled me with sadness to the very pit of my being. Things I once knew, people I once loved, promises I once made, it felt as though long-forgotten memories were dancing at the edges of my mind. But when I try to focus on them, they simply fade away. An effect of having a fractured soul, I shouldn't doubt. But lest you worry, I'm perfectly happy to remain fractured and have no intention of donning an Asian mask. I just wish we knew what Elidibus was plotting. But look at this pair of incurable brooders. If we're going to stand around lost in thought, we may as well do it back in the city. Rest assured, Reen and I will take the children from here. Their heads will be in the clouds after meeting you, but we'll see to it their feet remain firmly planted on the ground. It's nothing, just a dizzy spell. Seems I tried a little too hard to beat you. I'm fine now, not to worry. I'll see you soon. As you ponder Alice's words, you're taken by an urge to revisit the scene of that fateful meeting. I kinda want to redo this part to see if I can get more things in Alice.
Can you?
I'm sorry?
Can?
Well, if I cancel the quest midway, I could.
Oh, right. Well, have fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Can I? Can I not cancel this? Damn it. I thought I could. Nope, does not give me an option to abandon. Unfortunate. Damn it, Kier, you led me astray.
Sorry.
Oh well.
I was just being a fish. And I just got the lookout point near the next quest thing.
Oh well, maybe next time. Oh, a lookout point.
Yeah, it's easy to get.
Yeah, jump too hard. Damn it.
I believe in.
Come on. There we go.
Why am I... Was it you who called me here? So you peered into my memories. No matter. You will have found little of import. But I see you intended to summon me here no more than I intended to come. The fault is mine. Such is the burden of hope.
Why must you embroil the people in your plans?
I merely avail myself of such tools as I require for the conflict to come. That which I do is no different from that which you have done so many times, Warrior of Darkness. I arm myself, I hone my skills, I make ready to vanquish my enemy. You. You who have murdered my brothers, who have taken their selfless labors in service to the one true world and turned them to ash. I see you for what you are. You are death, and only in death shall you serve any purpose. The Convocation charged me to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. As Elidibus, it is my duty, and I shall see it done. I will strike you down. Destroy you body and soul. All else must wait. Ere long I will come for you, Warrior of Darkness. And I will save the world. One last matter. I bore witness to your final struggle with Emet-Selch. It seemed as if he saw something familiar in you. as if he mistook you for another. Keep your counsel, then. You spare me further frustration. As often as we have met, you have never once awakened any memory within me. Mayhap I never knew you. Or mayhap it is another fragment lost.
Ah, I wasn't aware you already had a guest. If the conversation is constructive, I shall not intrude. But if you seek to stir up trouble, Elidibus, then I must insist you leave at once.
Though you lack her blessing, your soul is surprisingly dense.
Worry not. I seem to be unharmed. This is my own doing. The consequence of my recent exertions. It is the Tower's way of compensating me for the demands I have placed on it. Rest assured, it is no great inconvenience at present. Indeed, I told Beck Lug as much, but they would not be persuaded and sent me away to rest. No need to make a fuss. Strange as it may sound, I consider it something of a badge of honor. One of the brave souls who saw me delivered unto the first once said that the world shall ever have a place for tales of heroism so long as we have need of inspiration in our lives. Though he and his fellows had no way of knowing whether their mad scheme would amount to anything, they knew that the attempt alone would inspire hope. Or so they hoped. A more optimistic lot one would be hard-pressed to find. They said they would find a means to save our God's forsaken world, just as soon as they had sent me on my way. Said it with such confidence that, for a fleeting moment, I half believed them. Such faith, such courage in the face of unrelenting despair. For a long time, it was more than I could bear to remember them. But having come this far, having sent full many on their way myself, I see things more clearly. To take action is to hope. To believe, to choose to believe, is to take the first step towards a brighter future. And why do I tell you this? Because I want you to indulge me in a little recklessness. Needless to say, I have a plan. And when all is said and done, I will ask yet another favor of you.
Can I know what this favor is, or...
You're both here. Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong?
What's wrong, little Reen? Thancred fell down a well?
It's Thancred. He's collapsed.
Oh no, Thancred just fell. Okay. The fates seem determined not to allow us a quiet moment. Come, let us have the details from Reen. It happened after Alice and I saw the children back to the Spagyrics. We chanced to meet Thancred there, returning from his mission. He'd been shadowing Elidibus around the realm, only to lose sight of him near the Crystarium. And he was in the middle of telling us where he'd seen when he just crumpled to the ground. The Kyurgans are looking after him now, with Alphino standing by, just in case his healing magics are needed. Since I couldn't do anything to help, I thought it best to find you, and the god at the XIV told me where to look. I see. It cannot happen easy leaving Thancred's side. My thanks for bearing word to us. Come, let us hurry to Spagyrix.
My dumbass just instinctively went to the Aetheryte.
Yep. They dragged you here too, did they? My apologies. How do you feel? Embarrassed, but otherwise well enough. I won't be staying overnight. This episode was not the result of any injury I could find. Thancred's ether, however, did show signs of instability, and I did what I could to calm the fluctuations. And all of this happened without warning. Not exactly. You will doubtless recall the time Urianger nearly drowned and I gallantly went to his rescue. When his water-walking charm failed, he was tired, as were you when you got back. We were both spent, yes, on account of which you begged us to rest, which in retrospect may have been a good idea. The fact is, I've been experiencing regular bouts of lightheadedness ever since, but there was no actual fainting until now. As Alphino observed, I have no lingering injuries, and it most assuredly isn't old age, which leaves but one likely cause. The link between body and soul has weakened further. But time grows short. We must complete the spirit vessel with all haste. To that end, Green, might I trouble you to make a trip to the source? In addition to looking in on our friends' bodies, I would have you consult Kryl about our plan. If she has any concerns, we should at least endeavor to address them prior to proceeding. In the meantime, we should get back to laying bare Elidibus's plot. Thus far, I have learned this much. That in each of the places he has visited, there have been sightings of suspicious black-clad strangers. Moreover, the coming of these shady individuals is invariably coincided with some manner of misfortune, beasts terrorizing settlements, blight ravaging crops, you know, the sort of thing. All of which serves rather conveniently to make Elidibus's call for new heroes reverberate that much more loudly in the hearts of his audience. And you think these black-clad strangers are Ascians? I do, and I fully intend to investigate further, though for that I shall require additional feet on the ground. You can count on mine. Gods know I've been itching to get out there for a while. Mayhap Urianger too can be prevailed upon to join in your efforts. He has already provided copious guidance on the matter of the spirit vessel's construction. It is for Becklug and I to wrestle with the rest. Well, if you can spare the old boy, we may as well make use of him. I'll go and give him the good news. You'll do no such thing. However heedless you are of your own well-being, if you care at all for Reen's feelings, you'll stay in bed until you're needed. Alvidon and I will find Urianger. All being well, we will have news to share by the time you return. Safe travels, Green. Otaro, I'm back, and I didn't go into depth this time. I can't tell if that was a sneeze or a laugh.
Oh, that was a laugh.
Ah. Green! What excellent, awful timing! Come again. You see, our friends, they've taken a turn for the worse. Krau's hardly had a moment's rest these past few days. She didn't want everyone to worry, so we've been keeping it quiet. Oh, but listen to me. I call myself a receptionist. I haven't even bothered to ask you why you're here. So they think the spirit vessel will be ready soon, and they want to make sure there are no problems at this end. You better talk to Kryl. She's with the others in Dawn's Respite. Let's go and see her. Just prepare yourself, alright?
Excuse us.
Hello? But does no one
This
keep the
way.
light on here?
I would rather you hadn't seen this.
I'm sorry. We have urgent tidings.
Oh, no, I'm not angry with you. On the contrary, I know full well how hard everyone has been searching for a way to return home. And I had hoped to afford you the time you needed. But given our friend's present state, perhaps it was for the best that you came. Stiff and cold, all of them. As if they were made of wax, barely alive at all. And they had been doing so well. Save for occasional signs of etheric instability, They appeared to be in passable health. Then, quite without warning, things took a turn for the worse. A change for which even Master Matoya could offer no explanation. She could only remind me that the soul is yet an unknown frontier, and that much and more lies beyond our ken. But let's not lose heart just yet. At times like these, it is all the more important that we remain positive. Why? I but this moment succeeded in quelling a fluctuation in Thancred's ether. And while the others have weakened, they have remained relatively stable. I believe I may leave my post for a moment. So come, let me hear your tale outside.
Well, Lund, you have a terrible taste in men. What news from the first? I see. Work on the spirit vessel proceeds apace, but our friends begin to falter. As they themselves have observed, the link between the body and soul has weakened. It's as simple as that. For now, I'm still able to quell the fluctuations in the ether, but it's only a matter of time. We'll lose him if we don't act soon, so if the Exarch is ready to attempt something, let him attempt it. As for the spirit vessel itself, if we seek to draw upon Allegan wisdom, we could do worse than consult an expert in the field. And I think I know just the man. Time being against us, it may be best if I go and solicit his aid in person, even if it does mean leaving my patients. You do pride yourself in a lot of things, Luns. For better or worse. Green, could you spare a moment? While Krog goes and finds this expert of hers, I mean. It's gonna be Nero. It's usually gonna be Nero when it comes to Allegan. There's this gift I was hoping to send to our friends in the first, you see. And since we might be waiting a while, I wondered if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand with it. My first attempt turned out well, so I'm not gonna make it properly. I'll be in the kitchen at the House of Splendors. Meet me there. Well, I'd better be off too. I'll see you soon, either here or at the house, depending on how our patients fare in my absence. Oh yeah, Nero's very funny. Yes, I have done Omega. I remember when he built this very sophisticated piece of machinery and then sent all the build to Sid Garland. That was fun. See? Right there. There's Alpha and the Omega. That's a tremendous amount of future tech in this fantasy game. Technically, it's past tech. An ancient past very advanced empire that fell to ruin. You know, the normal staple in a Final Fantasy game.
I was thinking I was in the wrong spot, but Tatsuro was just so fucking tiny.
The past tech in this game is the future tech to the world I live in. Let's hope so. There you are, Green. As I'm sure you've guessed, the gift is a bit of home cooking. Unlike Kra, I can't do much to help our friends directly, but that doesn't mean I've been idle. No, I've been doing my best for the Order, taking on this job and that to keep our coppers full. I've even helped out with the Ishgardian restoration. I still need to do that. In the course of all this, my culinary skills have come in quite a bit, so I thought, why not make something for our friends? It's baking in the oven as we speak. Shouldn't be long now. Well, let's hope your cooking prowess is better than your prowess as an arcanist. There, baked to perfection, even if I do say so myself. It's bread. Yep, that's just my response. It's bread. What do you mean, no? It's bread. But not just any old bread. This here's old world bread. Archon loaf, to be precise, is what they eat over in Charleon. Lunt, I don't like that response. Is it gonna be like hardtack? Simple fare, I admit, but I thought it would remind our friends of home. If nothing else, Krell tells me it's a good source of ether. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. So it should lend them a bit of strength at least. There truly is nothing like the smell of bread fresh from the oven. Kryle! And if it isn't Rambros too! Okay, Kryle. Great. Quick, taste test the bread for me. Make sure there isn't poison in it. I trust you require no introductions either, Green. Greetings, my friend. Full glad am I to see you well. I want to say Sons of St. Coinac? Carl, we find she sees Lala. Oh no. I confess I have a long list of questions to ask you, but I will endeavor to contain my curiosity for the present. I understand our mutual friend is struggling with the application of certain elegant technologies. I have been keeping Rambros apprised of events in the First. Suffice it to say, he knows about the Exarch. If anyone alive can provide insight into this matter, it is him and his fellow sons. Loath as I am to disappoint you after glowing an endorsement. Memory transference was a sole province of Allegan royalty. Its mechanism closely guarded secrets. If any record of them remains, we have yet to find it. Wit, I regret that I can offer no solution to your problem. Which begs the question of why I bothered to come here, empty-handed as I am, the answer being, rather brazenly, to ask for a favor. I would have you relay a message to our comrade. Tell him that we never doubted him. Never doubted that he would achieve all that he said he would. Those of us who remained behind had yet to play our part. But when the time comes, he may rest easy in the knowledge that we will most assuredly do so. And then the tower shall shine once more as a beacon of hope, this world and beyond. So tell him that we consider his duty done, and that he should follow his heart now. Forgive me, but do you say to discourage him from overexerting himself, or to encourage him to hold nothing back? That is for our friend to decide, but either way, I dare say a certain someone will be unimpressed. Well, there you have it, Green. If you would be so good as to see Rambro's message and Tataru's bread to their intended recipients, along with my report, of course. Kryle, before I wrap the bread up, would you mind giving it a try? Just to make sure everything's as it should be? But of course, I'm always happy to lend my taste buds. Excuse me, Rambros. As a fellow Charleyan, may I trouble you for your opinion? Well, I usually have mine with a good dollop of Rolandberry jam, but I suppose plain is best for sampling purposes. I see. Oh no! Is it that bad? It is indeed, Tataru. Dense and unpleasant, exactly as it should. Oh no. Just so! The very taste of home! As you might expect, our countrymen have amassed a wealth of culinary wisdom from every corner of the world, but our native cuisine is, shall we say, a little lacking. In Charleon, the majority regarded food as a source of nourishment rather than enjoyment. Save for those few who actually research the culinary arts, we pay little heed to the niceties of taste and texture. You know, the real life equivalent, isn't it hardtack? Like, that was my first thought. Nutri-loaf. Huh. I'm gonna look that up. Huh. Okay then. That's just my response. It was against such a gastronomic landscape that what is now called the Archon loaf was born. The creation of an Archon who devoted himself to the study of bodily sustenance. In order to maximize its nutritional value, he incorporated copious quantities of pulverized fish and vegetable matter into the dough. All with nary a care for the qualities which make bread enjoyable. The result is a flavor that continues to defy description. It's just like fish-shaped dirt all over again. For its many shortcomings, the loaf's nutritional value cannot be denied. And being a damnably convenient way to cater to one's bodily needs, it quickly found an audience amongst busy scholars. Why, when I was a lad, nigh every meal was a sandwich made with this very bread and whatever ingredients happened to be on hand. I suspect just about every Archon could say the same. Having been away from home for so long, I thought I might have forgotten the taste, but no. It is all too familiar. How it takes me back. If there is not, perhaps you can spare some for the Exarch. He is certain to appreciate it. Oh, there's plenty to go around. I'll be sure to wrap up an extra slice. Green, when you deliver the loaf, please be sure to send everyone my regards. Tell them we're doing everything we can, and that we'll be praying for their safe return until the moment they get back. Back to the ocular. I'm assuming you've already left the cutscene.
Yep.
Whee!
In the ocular cuts.
Noted. Nutri-loaf is their bread and butter. Bread and butter? I know what a nutritional butter is like. Maybe some hyper margarine. It's everything. Oh no. Welcome back, my friend. How was your journey? Archon loaf. Created by an Archon who devoted himself to the study of sustenance. This bread, infused with pulverized fish and vegetables, is extremely nutritious, assuming one can get past the taste. By the 12! Archon loaf! How did you come by this? I swear that's come straight from Charlion. Rambro said that, did he? His words are very nearly as heavy as the bread, but I appreciate the sentiment. Should you have the chance, you may tell him that he needn't worry. That which I seek to do so, I do of my own volition, and with all my heart. In pursuing this path, I fully expect to earn the censure of our friends, and to deserve it. But I shall forge on regardless. Forge on as you yourself did when faced with a similar predicament. So I ask that you have faith in me, in what we do. But we are talking about your journey. Before the others arrive, I would hear how their bodies fare. Oh, and the bread I shall save for later. Though it has been many years, I have not forgotten the feats of mastication required to consume it, nor how unconducive they are to conversation. I think it's pretty good on the conservation part, since it probably preserves well.
Forgive the delay.
We have visited every region and confirmed the presence of Ascians throughout the realm.
Lest a grave predicament be made to seem hopeless, it should be noted that they are of inferior rank. The black-masked minions who answer to the red.
Yes, a gaggle of schemers attempting to exploit recent events, to sow the seeds of petty conflict. Fortunately, nothing of any great concern has come of their meddling just yet.
We also encountered a number of the Crystarium's former defenders, busily solving this problem and that in a bid to become warriors of light.
Their zeal is to be applauded. 'Tis but a pity I cannot encourage them on their cause.
Not knowing Elidibus set them upon it, no. Both the troubles to be solved and the villains to be vanquished are his doing too, like as not. And so, with apologies to the aspiring warriors of light, I believe it best that we deal with the Ascians quickly and quietly.
I quite agree.
But tell us, what news from the source? How fare our bodies?
Well, they still exist. That's the good news. Well enough, though time is not on our side.
Indeed. Heartening though it is to know we can stay a while longer, returning home must remain our priority.
This seems an appropriate moment to ask about the spirit vessel. Have you made any progress?
We have, as it happens. One moment.
The red stones. Then this doth mean...
For the benefit of all, permit us to explain. As you will recall, using white auracite as our starting point, we fashioned a vessel for mind and memory both. Yet, though it served this purpose admirably, the process of imbuing it with one's complete essence proved a somewhat thornier proposition. Simply put, the memory would not accompany the mind. And so, we looked to the Allegan's mastery of memory transference for a solution.
This approach was not without its own complications, however, relying as it does upon blood, which inanimate objects, notably, do not possess. We duly explored methods of suffusing the vessel with drops of the aforementioned. Alas, our painstaking experimentation succeeded only in making me feel faint, and singularly failed to imbue the crystal with the necessary properties. It was then that an idea occurred to me, namely that we might fuse the vessel not with normal blood, but with my crystallized essence.
You're doing this for our sakes. So far be it from us to complain. but don't think we haven't noticed what's happening to your arm.
It falls well short of offering up my life in exchange for yours, which was your only stipulated prohibition, as I recall. And it is but a small price to pay for delivering you home.
Assuming it works, we shall soon know if this grisly addition will serve as a suitable conduit for the subject's memory. Though not soon enough to warrant your waiting, the test is like to take a while.
Let us be off then. We have Ascians to attend to, among other things.
Forgive me, but I count 6 vessels, and there are only 5 of us.
One is for testing purposes. I will personally use it to see whether the crystal functions as it should.
And if it does, wouldn't that mean that your soul could also return to the source?
Yes. In theory, at least. But there is a distinct difference between your circumstances and mine. While your corporeal forms want for souls, my past self does not. Mayhap our essences would blend, or mayhap they would curdle. There is no telling what might occur.
And you'd be willing to take that risk?
I would.
I see.
Hast thou a moment, Green? I would speak with thee on the matter of the XIV's mooted return to the source. Thou wilt have observed that our friend spake not uncertainties, yet if Beck Look had the right of it, 'tis possible to predict the outcome of his plan with some confidence. And it is their assessment that, given the opportunity, the XIV's soul should successfully merge with that of his younger self. Which is not to say that the process is without complications. For one, the XIV hath been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience which will have wrought a change in his ethereal composition. As thou didst demonstrate in merging with Ardbert, however, there existeth an affinity twixt like souls, and this thought give us cause to hope. Yet there remaineth one immutable condition upon which success doth hinge. The XIV must needs recognize his past self as simply that, himself. As our recent travails have demonstrated, memories are essential to the soul. Any discrepancy in the former may feasibly cause the latter to spurn its former flesh. It is a seemingly simple yet complex problem. For nigh on a century, our friend hath striven only to deliver this realm, deliver thee. And to that singular end did he cast aside his very name, that he might assume the mantle of the Crystal XIV. Henceforth none can say what choices our friend will make, but I thought it only right that thou be made aware of these truths. Sounds complicated.
It's a JRPG, of course it's complicated.
Yes. Right then. While the XIV literally pours his own sweat and blood into his allotted task, seems only fair that we attend to our own. Dealing with Elidibus and his minions. Just so, and there is one other matter. In light of our deteriorating health, Y'shtola should not be left alone at Anida. Might I trouble you to visit her, Green? See that all is well? I would go myself, but I think she might be safer in the hands of one less prone to collapsing. You can leave it to me. My thanks. You may leave the Asians to us. Once they are out of the way, we will retire to Yulmore, and when your Stola has finished plumbing up the depths, I'd like you two of you to join us there. If you are bound for Anida, I suggest you go via Venmont Yards. Our friends there will be glad to provide a boat for you. I can just teleport, you know. Let's be on our way then. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I have a delivery from the source, Kupo. Courtesy of one Tataru Taru. Yes, I am a licensed mailman, or mail Moogle. You're a long way from home, Moogle. And it's from Tataru, is it? Whatever could it be? It's Archon Loaf, everybody's favorite. Archon Loaf, thou sayest? Why, even to hear the name doth transport me to times long past. Bread from another world? May I try some? No! No! Oh, poor Reen. Mayest thou, child? Thou must! That said, though I personally disagree with the consensus, I do nonetheless advise thee to temper thine expectations. Wiser words have never been uttered. Oh no, indeed. Though it rarely darkened our dining table at home, I can attest that it was standard fare at the studium. Indeed, a slice was never far from our peers' hands. Alvino, you really are an unbearable snob sometimes, do you know that? Sometimes. He's getting better. What I believe my colleagues are trying to say is that we appreciate the gesture. Tell Tataru we'll do our best to return before she's forced to seek further supplementary employment. Right, let's really be off now. We can find a drink to wash down the bread on the way. Oh, we're not going to be able to see Reen's reaction to the bread. Well, I'm pretty sure that specific bread is not permeable to water. Oh, if it ain't the warrior darkness himself, what brings you to these parts? Heading out to sea, eh? But of course we'll be happy to help. Just say the word and I'll ready a boat. I guess they're giving us the cutscene at the yard because they don't want us to go all the way down to the Tempest. Oh, no.
Excellent. I had intended to speak with you alone. None of my doing, lest you misunderstand. The link between her body and soul wavers. I know not what you hoped to find here, but it will avail you naught to learn of our past.
Don't you historian types always go on about how we should learn from our past? That's what Asians are, right? There's a bunch of extreme historians. Did he shave? Because I thought something looked different.
It fades. Fades away into oblivion. Does the world no longer have need of me? No. I am Elidibus, and I will fulfill my duty. Sundered though you may be, you fought for the world's salvation. For hope. Hope. Ah, it swells within me, empowers me. Now I may carry out my mission. And yet, why do I yearn for this? Why do I struggle so? I shall take her into my safekeeping. If you want her back, you will do as I ask. Show me your strength. I would take your measure. I have prepared a suitable arena. You need but ride the flow of ether.
Oh boy, into a instant fight. No, I doubt he's a tailor. I think he just steals bodies and then just wears whatever the body had on at the time. Also the fact that Assassins had terrible fashion sense given they just all wear robes. You are familiar with this place, I believe. This remembered Amarot. Proceed to the capital. I shall return your comrade to you there. I tire of your games. You speak as if you were disappointed in me. Why? I am your enemy, and you are mine. Our goals are in conflict, and we are fated to clash. Or had you hoped that faint sympathy and false understanding would cast your crimes in a less reprehensible light? That I would come to look upon you as a friend? You who have slaughtered my people, who would tear down everything we have built. You do not deny it then. Very well, let us change the cast of this trial. You will know what you have stolen from us. But do not imagine I crave remorse. Only justice. Nah, Tataro's too materialistic to be an Ascian. Forward, hero. We shall see how strong you have become. Oh my god, she's so tiny. She's not even standing on anything, actually. I don't think there's even a chair back there. Rest assured there are no tricks. You need but defeat the enemies before you. First, something easy. With those whom a budding hero might encounter at the beginning of his tale. And I believe I have the perfect subjects. Ah, beans. Let not their appearance stay your hand. Beneath the facade they are merely monsters. All too easy, I see. But at least you now understand the rules. Thus will we make our way to the capital. That was in poor taste. That appearances should unsettle you so. I was under the impression you simply destroyed all who barred your way. Sparing nary a thought to the possibility that your foe could be someone else's beloved. But come, we shouldn't dwell on the beginning when so much of your story awaits. Every tale requires villains. Defeat them, and claim your place as a hero. Well done, champion of Eorzea. Well done. Onward then, over the bloody bodies of the fallen. You tasted many sweet triumphs, yes, but so too did you taste bitter tragedy. No, I think Nanamo was the one that tasted that. Ah, Crystal Braves. Hate them. Races you know and loathe all. Let your hatred burn. Strike them down with your might.
God damn it.
You know, I think out of all the Crystal Braves, I think I hate this guy the most, Laurentius. I vouch for this guy. Fucking Laurentius. It seems it will take more than those monsters to leave an impression upon you. Or mayhap you simply fail to understand my meaning. Not that it matters. No, I have dealt with countless heroes, and it always ends the same way. No amount of reasoning will bridge our differences, or result in happiness for all. Whatever your reasons may be, I cannot be bound by them. I can but put faith in my own beliefs, and fight for them with all my being. We can always strive for understanding. How very naive. If you're willing to compromise on your beliefs, you all but admit that they are flawed. And I assure you, I have no intention of compromising on mine. Come what may, I will fulfill my mission as Elidibus. But enough talk. It is not your assertions that I wish to know, but your strength. Falsely accused of regicide, you fled for the snow-swept fields of Querthas. Oh, I miss Horshafont. Had you into silence met your demise that day in the Sultanate, La Brea might have been spared his. But not only did you stubbornly live, you hurled yourself into the thick of the Dragonsong War. Swept along by the tide of events, you pursued and slew those who sought to stop the unending conflict, just as you were told. Or was it a thirst of vengeance that drove you? Okay, well that one might have been a thirst for vengeance on my part. I trust you are beginning to limber up. Do keep up the fine form. Around heroes, people are wont to flock. People will harbor all manner of motives, each baser than the last. Come, let the curtains rise on the grand melee. No more than they deserve. In the end, their hand of friendship was tainted with personal desire. Aww. You know what comes next. You put an end to the Dragonsong War. I miss your sail too. There's no saving your comrade this time. All you can do is cut off the serpent's head. Oh, hello. We're kind of going through, I guess, PTSD? Is that what's happening?
Some weird form of memory lane?
Yeah. Ooh, thank you. And as simple as that, a 1,000-year war is brought to its conclusion. But every end marks a new beginning, and for heroes such as you, there is only ever conflict. Yeah, have fun and hope you have a good meal. How are you enjoying the walk down memory lane? I dare say there will have been a few individuals for whom you harbor deep feelings, whose passing caused you keenest grief. That is what our people are to us, an irreplaceable existence that can ill be lost. I will save them, for they are my Never mind. We are not here to talk. Let us return to the task at hand. Ember Solus had kindled an insatiable flame, Garlemald was saying, and it raged across the land. These text boxes need to go away slower. Following the trail of ash, you set forth for Alamigo and Doma. And again you fought, and again you grew stronger, so strong that we could no longer control you. Yours is an unnatural, beastly strength, and we shall lay it bare. Going feral. I mean, that's pretty much Dark Knight. Just going nuts. In order to gain a foothold in the liberation effort, you journeyed to the far eastern plains. There you encountered the land's greatest warriors and sought to win them over to your cause. Ooh, thank you for the sub. I like Night Bloom too. The music and the spell. The strong are drawn to the strong. Thus you should gather new allies to your banner. As for wheelchair accessibility, I think ramps are just more convenient than stairs. Yet where ardent souls gather, so too do fires burn. In this way... Oh, and disappeared. Thanks.
Not again.
Did not hesitate, or perhaps could not. No matter, let us turn our attention to the finale. Here we shall have a test between fellow beasts. It is only fitting, would you not agree? When I fought you in this flesh, 'twas I who triumphed. Will you turn the tables this time? Ow. My creation appears to have lost its form. It is no easy thing to see through the eyes of a beast such as him. In any event, there is only so much to be learned by taking your measure this way. Let us try something different. Continue. Come, we continue this within. If you haven't already realized that I'm bad at reading. Ugh. An impressive show of strength. But surely no more than a foretaste of what which Emmett Selk's conqueror is capable. Such might requires a fairer measure. To compare like with like, yes. Yes, feel free to share any fun facts. I shall just have to test you myself. Come on, Green. Show me what you can do. Fallen warrior, Ardbert. This is true. That's a lot of things to dodge. I can't hear you, Kira. I'm busy fighting.
Don't die!
I am trying my best. Oh god. I did not see that.
You got hit yet.
I'm sorry?
Doesn't look like you got hit yet. You're fine.
Well, I got hit by it once, but... Thank goodness for being a tank. Hooray, we didn't get killed in our own memories. At least, I think that's what happened. Really hard to tell with the Asians.
You have grown stronger since last we fought. The result of your trials in the first, no doubt.
Have you finished? My apologies. I freed myself as soon as I awoke, but rather too late, I see.
Now, Elidibus, if you have ceased trading blows, I would trade words with you.
Ah, words.
I have a theory,
the deadliest
you
weapon of
see.
all.
One concerning that which you seek to accomplish. It stems from who, or rather what, you truly are. A primal.
Come again.
Then I hate them slightly ahead of you.
What'd you say, Kira?
I do
The
hate them slightly
ancients
ahead of you. I
created
want to comment
Zodiac
on
to
shit.
deliver the star from destruction. If the magic that brought him forth is the precursor of what we know as summoning, then Zodiac would have been instilled with a presiding desire. I found it among the records at Anida, and it came as no surprise. Were I faced with the world's destruction, I too would wish for the same. Salvation. I know that you sacrificed yourself to become Zodiac's heart. How you came to be separated from him is less clear. But if you are a fragment of his being, it stands to reason a desire for the world's salvation would drive you. And thus did you seek to inspire the masses to rise up as warriors of light, going so far as to use Ardbert as a symbol of hope.
Correct on all counts. Such is my nature, and such are my methods. I have aided heroes. I have made them. I have even become them. This served not only to strengthen me, but also to facilitate the work of my brothers, such as Emmett Selk, with his penchant for nation building.
Then you will be all too familiar with the fickleness of mankind. We change, we forget, and what little we do remember becomes twisted and fragmented over time. For which reason, you deem us unfit to carry on your legacy. But are you, yourself, free of these foibles? As the last witness of the final days, do you remember everything that was lost? Or even the things you cared about?
Get to the point.
A primal is shaped by the hope that fuels it. Even should this hope be something as simple as the world's salvation, it is the collective desire of innumerable disparate souls crying out for deliverance. Having drawn your strength from such a cacophony of voices, can you truly be sure you still speak with your own?
Your question is irrelevant. No matter how much I should change, no matter how much I should forget, I shall ever remember my duty. At times I stand with my brethren. At times I stand against them. All that I might steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. For Elidibus is my name and my mission, guiding my every deed. But enough talk. You have shown me sufficient proof of your might. As I am now, I would struggle to defeat you. Yet I have still to play all of my cards. If I could offer you some semblance of sport, your lessers would pose no threat to me. Would you not agree, warrior of darkness?
It has been an eventful morning, if indeed it is morning. I have no idea how long I was unconscious. Regardless, I am gratified to see that my efforts at Anida have borne fruit. We have confirmed the nature of our foe and his plot. Now then, what news from the surface? I see. Then let us make for Yulmore at once. We have much to share with our comrades, Elidipus' parting threat not least of all. Ah, but forgive me. It would seem my belongings do not accompany me here. I will need to retrieve them from the Anitha. With luck, the aetherial stream you traverse still lingers. I won't be long. Ooh, shiny. Oh, a soulstone. I think it's a soulstone.
Oh, is this... So are the Ascians responsible for job classes?
I'm sorry?
So are Ascians responsible for job classes?
Good question. I mean, it basically... Didn't we have a whole conversation about the crystals back in the a last patch?
At least not about these ones, I don't remember.
A peculiar crystal lies on the floor. Upon its surface, an array of lights twinkle like a tiny constellation of stars. Yoink. The distorted voice of an ancient rings out in your mind. A moment preserved in the crystal, it would seem. You notice something else glinting up ahead. I mean, I guess you could say Ascians are kind of responsible because the Ancients are basically kind of led to the Ascians. And it was their research that they used, recording memories in crystals. And that's how our jobstones work. So I guess you're technically correct. You find 3 more crystals lying on the floor. Though they differ in color and decoration, each is identical in shape. You focus on the crystals, and find that the words they hold ring clearer than before. The question is, why am I picking these up and what's going to happen if I collect them all? There do not appear to be any more...
Pokemon Master.
There do not appear to be any more crystals in the hall. Perhaps it will be wise to continue the search outside. Where were these crystals when we first appeared? Your instincts serve you true, and you discover another 2 crystals. As you reach out with your consciousness, new voices begin to echo in your mind. The voices tell an incomplete tale. Might more remain to be found? You soon discovered 2 more crystals, rather too soon in fact, that someone wanted you to find them. Whatever awaits at the end of your search, it is plain you have yet to find it. Sure enough, your persistence is swiftly rewarded, this time with 3 crystals. The tale of the crystals we've seen to near its end, but it isn't over yet. With almost melancholy inevitability, the 12 crystals soon reveals itself to your questing eye. Judging by his testimony, it would seem the voice was recorded in the wake of the final days. As you scan the area, another glint catches your eye. Aethlodeus. How good of you to remember. I see you have been collecting stars. I speak of those crystals. They have constellations etched upon them, yes? High in the heavens, those stars shine their guiding light down upon the lives below, fitting symbols for the convocation of 14. Would you not agree? As you will have gathered, each crystal bears an account of the life of a member of the convocation as remembered by the Unsundered. Lest you worry, they aren't concepts. They are far too incomplete to be so. But they suffice for imbuing memories within Sunder's souls. that they might be restored to their office. Keep them. I am sure Emmett Silk wouldn't mind. So, how fare you of late? You are feuding with Elidibus this time, I believe? Well, started when he took over my friend's body. I shall refrain from passing comment on your struggle. It is not my place to do so, long departed as I am. But if I may give voice to a personal desire, I would rather you lived. If you do not, how will you keep your promise to Emmett Silk? A promise to remember. It must weigh heavy, the burden of all those memories. For one who has lived life such as yours, I can well imagine how Elidibus's existence might seem hollow. How empty his single-minded pursuit of a half-forgotten cause must appear. But know that his devotion is not without reason, even if he himself can no longer remember what that reason is. Well, that is quite enough talk about Elidibus. I would see if you can reunite the Waitwood stars. I mentioned before that there was a member of the Convocation who opposed Zodiac's summoning and defected. One whose office was left vacant. Defectors having been deemed unworthy of commemoration. No crystal exists for the individual in question. Was that who we were before we were sundered? Or
I
shouldn't
think they were
exist?
implying.
Yeah, at any rate. And wouldn't, had a friend not created one in secret.
Just got back to my computer. Did they refer to this person as he for you?
Yes.
Yeah, I see it's on your screen. So yeah, definitely referring to us. Just her for me.
Gotcha. Crystal bearing the forgotten name of his office, along with the magic of his own conceiving. A singular incantation embodying his spirit. Among all the offices, the 14th was most unusual. For while the rest sat in Amarot, its holder was charged with gaining an intimate knowledge of the wider world. In the course of his duty, he traveled the length and breadth of every land, and befriended countless folk. He encountered troubles too, of course, matters which he could simply have referred to the Convocation, but that was not his way. Nay, more often than not he would call upon his comrades, and together resolve matters themselves. Such is the magic sealed within that crystal, the magic to summon the stars to your side. In times of greatest need, should you wish upon it with all your heart, it will surely answer your call. And now it is where it belongs. Oh, there is no need for thanks, but nor will I hear any complaints about it either. After all, I cannot say whether I act of my own volition, or by the will of my recreator.
I was wondering where you'd disappeared to. Is something troubling you? No? Very well. I have everything. Let's hurry back to the surface.
Ah, fresh air at long last. I would celebrate my return to dry land with a pot of tea, pad with the luxury of time. But we must be prepared for Elidibus. Given what we know, it is plain he will not be deterred from his course. And nor would I, were I him, not if it meant forsaking everything I loved. That said, I have not forgotten how Emmett Selk sought to find common ground with us for all our misgivings. Ultimately, our differences were not to be bridged, of course. But one must always try. Emmett Selk understood this, and if his gesture resonated with you, perhaps you might consider reaching out to his brethren. Though it may all be for naught, you of all people know that there is no such thing as a foregone conclusion. Right, no more musing. We've taken far too long as it is. Our friends await us in Yulmore, yes? Let us hurry and join them. I don't suppose you can ferry me to Yulmore, can you? Nope.
Sorry.
How high is... Where are we going? Oh, canopy. Just teleport there. Whee! Oh hey, there's everyone. It appears we are fashionably late. Come, our tale will not wait.
Forgive us our lateness. Master Chai, my congratulations on your appointment. By all accounts, you are a capable mayor.
Yes, you might actually have style in being late.
Oh, I have
Wow,
capable
slime giving
friends,
someone a
my
compliment.
lady. I must say, it's good to see you looking hale and whole again.
The credit for that lies with my own capable friend, without whom I might never have escaped my abductor.
You say that like I don't compliment you often enough.
Just teasing.
Well, the proper answer was I don't compliment you at all, but I'll take it.
You get backhanded compliments from time to time.
Hey.
A primal? I suppose that would explain why Elidibus has been fostering faith in the Warrior of Light. While you were enjoying your audience with the Wandering Heart of Zodiark, we were busy dispatching the last of the Black Masked Ascians, a task which proved almost insultingly easy. Formidable though we undoubtedly are, they were obviously sent to provide encouragement for budding heroes. One cannot help but wonder how many times the ploy has been used before.
Master Chai, you mentioned that the people of Calusia are similarly enamored of the Warrior of Light.
Indeed, though it's hardly surprising given the state of the world. Many are still struggling to find a purpose, and it's only natural that they should take comfort in the tales.
Then the fever has spread to every corner of Norvrent. We may have dealt with his black-masked minions, but it is plain Elidibus has yet to show his hand.
Oh my! What a spectacular sky!
Oh no, that's the music that happens when bad things happen.
What could possibly go wrong in Ulamore?
Oh no.
Another star shower.
Wait, is that... Amaranth?
Did you hear that? That voice calling out?
No, I didn't hear anything, but... Why do I feel so... like I've lost something dear to me?
Does Elidibus seek to awaken more people to the Echo with clearer visions of the final days?
And who might you be?
Whoever they are, they've come for our heads! No, you don't!
They are not of flesh and blood.
I know this magic. The rings are like unto those that the Exarch did employ in our summoning.
Are you saying the Exarch is summoning them?
Nay, yet the similarity can be no mere coincidence.
Should we make a stand here, or retreat to the Crystarium?
The ether churns around us. More of them will appear ere long. To stay would only place innocents in harm's way. We must fight this battle elsewhere.
Wait! Take one of our airships. You can decide what to do on your flight to the Crystarium.
You are a capable leader in your own right, Master Chai. The citizen.
Oops, I accidentally skipped that.
To the airship.
You're saying in the citizens of Yolmorn show as well, and I agree. Heroes Gauntlet now accessible.
Waiting for our fourth for this.
I'm gonna quickly go get more water and come back, and a restroom break.
Okay, is anyone else gonna join up?
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. It seems like it's just the three of us.
Yep.
Damn it! Hang on to something!
The Hero's Gauntlet. There was another one, sorry.
I brought it over.
I think it's everyone we helped in Norvrand coming to help us out in this duty. I can't hear you, Kira.
Yeah, it reflects what he said when he gave us our Christmas.
They're all been frogged.
What was that?
I don't know. But whatever it is, we still won. Yay.
Still don't like being mounted by a dead body, though.
Whee!
Jesus, I just heard Ariana shout "Boo" from the other room.
Oh. It's grandson. From a tank roll quest. And there was also Sarek and Giot. And Lurik. Everyone's here.
Yeah, they were.
If I go forward, there's another response. Okay, another wave does not spawn. Well, now it spawns, great.
Force pacing.
Ooh, what do we got? Oh no. Healer's dead.
Oh shit.
I don't think I'm gonna win this one, Kier.
Good luck. I mean, you'll at least learn the mechanics.
Ow.
Just in time to see you die.
Other way. Oh, good to see they're still fighting. Alright, let's go! Leroy! Into the hole! Oh right, I can dodge this. Yippee! And we didn't die that time.
That time I need to get in the hole.
Yes.
She could say that we just finished the whole battle.
Eh. Six out of 10.
How about with Ray?
I'm sorry?
How about with Ray? Oh, is it time for cutscene?
Cutscene.
I think that's the last of them.
Apparently even they have limits. Nevertheless, we should remain vigilant.
Urianger, something occurred to me while we were fighting. These enemies.
Our heroes hailing from other shards, summoned hither to deliver this world from its doom. Scant moments after the star shower did they appear, as yet more souls were inspired to walk the hero's path, no doubt. Thus did hopes for salvation of realms near and far resonate and converge, lending still greater strength unto our adversary.
So that's Elidibus's game. But first things first. If the rings are the same as the Exarchs, then we need to ask him how that's possible.
The Crystarium is close. Let us press on.
They come.
So near and yet so far.
In the chaos of conflict, one can always find an opening to exploit.
Whoever taught you that is a wise man indeed, and good with a gun blade. But yes, I dare say we can create an opening wide enough for at least one of us to slip through. That being you, of course, though others are welcome to follow in your wake. Reen and I will keep our guests occupied.
Brave and selfless as ever. Yet the two of you may struggle to fool our foes, etherically sensitive as they are. Had you a comrade who could use destructive magics to wreak havoc upon the ambient ether, on the other hand?
Very well. I too shall assist in the diversionary effort.
Oh, not this old dance again. Yes, obviously I'll stay and fight. Alphino, I'm about to do a great many stupid and reckless things. Watch my back, would you?
And there you have it. Take care of yourself, my friend.
Make it a nice big opening, eh?
We'll do our best.
Finished? Then let's begin.
Oh, so that's the famous Red Mage LB3. That, otherwise known as the Flashbang. Short while earlier in the Ocular.
'Tis done.
Oh, let me see, let me see! Oh, yes! Your memories are preserved safely within. We've done it at last!
I have inspected the other vessels. They are all ready to receive of our friends' memories.
Oh, excellent! Excellent! I shall have my familiars bear word to them at once!
Oh, god damn it.
Elidibus.
It was not until I observed the battle between Emmet Selk and the Warrior of Darkness that I realized what I must do. I will summon heroes from other worlds unto the first, just as you did. Their presence shall serve to empower me, granting me the strength to crush my enemy.
Though it pains me to disappoint you, I feel compelled to explain that the magic in question requires no small amount of preparation.
Ah, but you assume I require my champions to be summoned in their entirety. I do not. Their souls needn't even be whole. My purpose requires no more than their burning desire to vanquish evil. This I shall sear upon the ether, raising thereby an army of phantom heroes to whom I shall whisper, as I have to so many over the ages. Here lies darkness. It must be destroyed.
And you expect me to cooperate?
I do not require your cooperation. Your death will suffice. The magic I shall have from your corpse.
Go, Lucas! We must flee!
But what is this?
My friend, how did you... No matter, Elidibus. He took us unawares.
It was all we could do. To raise a war to hinder his steps. And so we fled. But he took it. The vessel with the Exarch's memories. Forgive me. Forgive me.
The vessel bears not only my memories, but my blood. The blood of Allegan royalty, granting him the means to control the tower. With it, he has performed I know not how many summonings, calling forth heroes from across the rift. And, as you can see, the burden upon the tower is beginning to tell.
I'm just glad you're alive. Make sure you stay that way.
If you mean to face him alone, I will not allow it. Not this time. Elidibus has exploited the people's nobility, twisted their purest intentions for terrible ends, and I cannot let it stand. As Exarch, it is my duty to protect them, to defend their hopes and dreams. So I am going to the Crystal Tower, with or without your blessing. Though, I would rather it were with. Thank you.
I joined you, but I would only be a burden. Better that I remain here with my gremlins.
I shall send help. Stay strong, my friend, and take heart. By binding Elidibus within the tower, we have done more than simply delay him. Much like our adversary, I am not wont to show my hand prematurely, but the time has come to bring my strongest card to bear. To the tower!
With your permission, I would make a brief stop at Exensor Gate. Just long enough to send the guard to Becklug's aid, you understand. Were it not for them, we would never have escaped Elidibus, much less with the spirit vessels. Though mine fell into our foes' clutches, Becklug gathered up the rest at great risk to themselves. I must see that they are safe before we press on. Enough good people have given their lives that I might fulfill my duty. Warrior of Darkness! Exarch! Forgive us this paltry greeting. We were not notified of your coming. It wasn't planned. I need you to assemble a rescue party. Our friend Beck Luke lies wounded in a clearing to the west. Pray go to their aid with all haste. At once, my lord. May I ask how they came to harm? There have been reports of enemies in our midst, spectres who appeared after the star shower. Do they have something to do with it? Yes. The man who attacked Beckelug is also responsible for the star shower and the appearance of the spectres. I have no time to explain, but know that the individual in question does not seek to discriminate harm. If you do not bar his servant's path, they will not taunt on you. You are to lead his foe to us, understood? Meanwhile, ask that you alert the rest of the guard and focus on maintaining calm in the city. Understood. Lena! I shall take charge of matters in the city. Find Becklug. Now! No time to explain. The graver the matter, the less inclined you are to speak of it, even when it is plain for all to see. Like what is happening to you. Lena, this time there's truly is no time. I know, my lord. What matters otherwise, I believe you would even be willing to speak of your past if pressed. Yet I remained afraid to do so. Afraid that what I might learn would make me a stranger of you. Forgive me. There is no time. Perhaps a few words are in order? Indeed. Time must be made. Lena, do you remember the time you got lost in the tower when you were little, and I searched for you for hours on end? And the cake I baked for your 10th name day, that hideous lump the good people of the Mean covered up with beautiful candles? And your hapless first encounter with the Sin Eaters as a guard. Afterwards you threw yourself into your training, pretending nothing was wrong, though I could see the tears in your eyes. All these moments that we shared, all the feelings that accompanied them, they are as real as aught that came before, and nothing will ever change that, will ever change what we mean to one another. If I have made you worry, then I beg your forgiveness. Heavens know you deserve better. Through the darkest of times, you have kept faith with me, standing tall as a proud daughter of the Crystarium, as an example to us all. I count myself blessed to have had you in my life, and I want you to know that. Why do you speak so, as if this were our last meeting? Truly, you have a knack for making people worry. Besides, it is you who are an example to us all. You who have led us through countless trials, and you who will lead us through the countless trials to come. So go, my lord. Do what you must. But take care. The ward holds. Excellent. The Elidibus will still be within the tower. Our full sole purpose is to destroy you, and to that end he has summoned heroes from other reflections, empowering himself with their hope even as they occupy your comrades. You will not best him as easily as you did in the depths. By any measure, the odds are now stacked firmly in his favor. To wit, spare no preparation, my friend. I shall lift the ward only when you are ready. You may enter the Hero's Gauntlet with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, you open the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. You are ready then? Very well, I shall lift the ward. You know, it wasn't so long ago that I watched you seal the place up. Ah, before I began my slumber, you mean? It seems rather longer to me, but yes, what strange symmetry. This time I break the seal, and I have no intention of locking myself away again. Nay, together we will enter, and together we will leave. In triumph. So come, my friend. Let us be about it. Ah, Circus Tower. As long as you don't have to do alliance mechanics with just 2 people.
We must keep climbing.
"'Twas but a matter of time. I cannot keep up with you, nor will it avail us to make a stand here. You must go on without me. Find Elidibus and stop him. Worry not, my friend. Though I am no warrior, I have learned to hold my own over the years. When first we explored this tower, you and your fellow adventurers formed the van, while I was left to follow in your wake. Suffice it to say, I was not best pleased with the arrangement. How I wished that I could join you. And now I have, here where it all began. I was right to trust in you, and the power of your legacy, of your name, to let them guide my every deed.
For Elidibus is my name, and my mission, guiding my every deed.
Why me?
Why you? Why not you? Had I chosen another, we would never have made it this far. Or do I mistake your meaning? Elidibus spoke in similar terms, you say? How curious. To answer your question, then, I made my choice for reasons which seemed obvious to me, but may not to any other. There were the expectations I placed upon myself before beginning my slumber, and the expectations of those who roused me. Of course, I had the choice to turn my back on a lot of it, but in the end, it was no choice at all. I cherish the time I spent with you and the others. What I wouldn't give to return to those halcyon days. Chasing ancient secrets, overcoming trial after trial with the aid of like-minded comrades. And what remarkable comrades they were. In such company, I felt as if I were a character in the epic tales that had stirred my heart as a boy, as if my dream had come true. It hadn't, of course, for I was no hero, neither then nor after. Though the world to which I awakened and the first were beset with myriad problems, I rarely knew how best to play my part. There was, however, one thing of which I was certain, that I could not bear to let those dear to me meet a tragic end. I'm afraid our time is up. Go! Rest assured you haven't seen the last of me. I wouldn't dream of playing my trump card save in your presence.
Memories of a possible future. Worthless. All. Worthless as memories of the only past. Fated to fray and fade into oblivion. Leaving naught but a gaping void. The Waking Sands. Yes, that was the place. The place I first made myself known to you and yours. The seventh rejoining had left the realm listing dangerously towards darkness, and events were unfolding that threatened to push it over the brink. Thus did I approach you in my capacity as emissary, thinking that you would make a useful pawn. But I was wrong. And for my misstep did La Habrea and Emet-Selch pay the ultimate price, leaving me the last of the Unsundered. My remaining brethren, fragmented as they are, cannot hope to see our mission to its end. It falls to me alone. Defeat is not an option. I will strike you down. I will resurrect Lord Zodiac, and I will bring back those who sacrifice themselves to call him forth. Though it take 1,000 years, upon my honor as Elidibus, emissary of the Convocation of 14, I will see this done.
Those who once relied upon you are no more.
What of it? I have my mission. I am Elidibus, and it is my duty to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. This I swore to someone. We spoke, and I swore. What? What did I... This pain, this torment, is nothing. No more than must be suffered to deliver the world from its doom. No more than any of you malformed creatures have known. Even should you lose all that is dear to you, even should it cost you your life, you bear the burden and fight on, kicking and screaming until your last breath is spent!
Aye, it's true. We've lost much and more. Known unimaginable suffering. But through it all, we never, ever forgot what was dear to us. And that's what gave us the strength to carry on.
I will put an end to this.
No. No! It will not end here! Champions from beyond the rift, heed my call. The time is come to deliver your brethren from darkness. My heart's sole desire is a world free of sorrow. Join with me now in hope and prayer for the salvation of all. If you would usher in the end, then with my all shall I oppose you. As the avatar of those mortal heroes who fought unfalteringly in all their imperfection, as the warrior of light incarnate. Come, warrior of darkness, let us finish this. An invocation of Eld, though not of Hydaelyn's making. What are you? No, it matters not. You are the enemy, and you will fall. Even should it cost me everything, I will not forsake my duty.
Seat of Sacrifice, now accessible.
Sorry, I gotta be RB, I gotta phone.
Take your time.
Sorry about that. Is everyone ready to go?
I think so.
I think after this will be good ending point as well.
What'd you say?
I think after this battle will be good.
I can't hear you, Kiara. Speak louder.
I think after this will be a good ending point.
Probably.
Wait, I did? Fuck.
Not again, Kier.
Fuck, I'm so sorry.
You did the same thing with Alamigo. And Alright, well, let's just go through it.